All right, we are here with you tonight. Excited to be here. We're doing a late night office streaming clean. And so, anyway, just wanted to hang out with whoever wanted to hang out. And so, we're going to just kind of be chilling. I'm going to be working and cleaning the office. I've got two cameras rolling, so I can give you a couple different angles of everything that we're doing. So, I can wave to you over here and over here. And I got some stuff out in the living room that I'm going to be bringing back. We're going to just throw some music on here. Let's see, what do we got? Let me see if I can find a good one. Yeah, there we go. Got some chill music on. Perfect. All right, so we're just hanging out. Hope everybody is doing well. How's it going, Pete? Yeah, it's been a while. So we're just doing some late night office cleaning. So we got two different angles of everything that's going on. Oh, everybody else is sleeping right now. it's late night. Late night, so I'm not gonna be talking like super loud, but yeah. So I'm gonna hang out with everybody. So we got the two camera. I figured out how to set this up. So I think this is kind of cool. So the top one is my phone. The second one is the computer. But I hope you are doing well tonight, Pete. So just super chill. I'm gonna kind of hang out, say hi to everybody who pops on. I don't know how many people are up right now. It's kind of late, but the office was a massive disaster and I was kind of losing steam and losing momentum. So just do what I love to do, which is when I'm losing momentum, just go online. Putting you on blast. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Let's switch accounts here. We got a lot of things going on, so just kind of testing out a little different style here tonight. And then I want to see if I can switch my headphones over here. So it'll let me. So I'm going to switch from. I have my headphones on there. How's it going? Good evening, everybody. We're just kind of doing some chill late night office cleaning. Just hanging out with you guys. Just want some vibe to some music. I've got two different camera angles going on. We did put out a new video. Came out earlier today. Actually came out yesterday for channel members. Came out to everybody else earlier today. Complete Beginner's Guide to Bartering, Trading, and Negotiating in 2025. So I hope all is well with you, Andrew. Great, how's it going? So yeah, just kind of chilling. I'm gonna get to work here in a minute, but just getting the stream set up here first. Let's see. I think I've got to do this. Good. All right. Hopefully there's no echo or reverb on there. Let's see which one has the echo. I'm not sure. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Yeah, here come the masses. Here comes everybody. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I don't know where that echo is coming from. But let's do. Let's try that. Does that help? No, that's still echoey. Let's try this one. Oh, did that get rid of the echo? Hold on, I think that did it. I think that got rid of the echo. So, yeah, Andrew, how's it going? Great, how's it going? Yeah, I just got to figure out which one because I'm streaming on two. I don't need double audio capture. I only need single audio capture. Thank you. Always appreciate the beard love. So let me do this on the top screen. I'll show you kind of. It's a mess right now, but what's cool. I kind of show you. This is like the current eBay stuff. I just got this shelf in here today. So this is going to be, that's going to be the future eBay shelf. I don't know, you're going to have to let me know how well the audio is. This is my eBay listing and prep area. So we got that. I'm working on building a wall, but I can't keep my tenants hanging up. In fact, one just fell. But anyway, it's not going to be like a super crazy talk, and I'll kind of do that. But here, I'll show you. You might not be able to hear me, but I'll show you what you can see, which is the living room. This is where it all looks like. So somehow I've got to figure out how to get all of that stuff into here. So that's the project. The project isn't so much what's already set up. The problem is what's coming. So anyway, so I'm just gonna feel free to chime in. I'm just gonna check on comments every couple of minutes. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. So it's just a matter of getting everything into its final home. That's gonna be the tough part with all this. But if you're just hanging out, this is kind of a chill hangout. Let's see. Let me check one other thing here really quick. All right, so yeah, so you're just gonna kind of see me. Feel free to chime in. I'll just check in on comments every couple of minutes, and I'm just gonna be here and angle that up and away from the light a little bit. But I'll try to make it so no matter where I am, when I go off of one camera, I'll hop onto the other camera. On this light box here too. So I'm just trying to get stuff organized, basically. Finding homes for things. Just chilling. You had on a Thursday night. So I know I definitely need to do more of this type of thing. So yep, exactly. Got the lo-fi. Got the lo-fi music going on. Just keeping everybody chill. Chill, smooth, relaxing. I got a ton of random things that I need to get listed on eBay. So, but I'm not worried about listing right now because I use this phone right here. Where my phone? Here. I use this phone right here for my eBay listings. So I'm not going to worry about that tonight. I'm just going to kind of get things set up. Or whatever I'm going to get to listing next. Actually, I think this is my next batch. I got these wrestling cards. I've got a bunch more to list after that, but those are basically ready. I just need to take pictures on that. Got all my handy dandy cleaning cloths here. Oh, I don't know. I said something and made my phone grumpy. Really? The easy part is always clearing everything that you don't want in the room, out of the room. That's always the easy. The harder part is actually putting the room back together the way you want it to be. So, hope everybody is doing awesome here tonight. So I'm just working on cleaning the office. Got 2 cameras, you got 2 angles. Feel free to chime in, say hi. Otherwise, just vibe with the music. We're just kind of late night lo-fi cleaning. Ooh, maybe I should add lo-fi to the. Hope you guys are all chilling, vibing well here tonight. Let's go back a page. So lo-fi, chilling vibe. There we go. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Again, just enjoy the music, enjoy hanging out, enjoy me making slow progress. I'm getting everything where I want it to be. Let's see. I'm just I'm blowing up the chat so I can see it from far away. In fact, I'm probably going to take my contacts out here shortly. Eyes are getting old and buggy here tonight, but hope everybody is doing well. There we go. I don't know if I can actually see any better now, but we got the glasses on at this point. Yep, you are blowing up the chat. Like I said, we got people vibing here, so I can see a little bit better now. Yeah, we got just people hanging out, chilling, vibing. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. So, like I said, I'm just working on trying to clean up my office here a little bit. And there's a much bigger mess in the living room of all the stuff I took out of it. So it looks pretty good in here right now, but there's like no place to do anything in the living room. Yeah, come on with. It's all good, Pete. I appreciate you being here. I did a little bit of thrifting yesterday. Found this. It's not Sony brand, so it's not a Walkman, but it's a RCA brand. Brand new, sealed, portable cassette player stuff. It's like, that's so cool. So we bought it. It was like $5.
was having a hard time finding price comps for it on eBay. I just threw it up for 100 or best offer. So I was like, that's so cool. I love finding new sealed stuff. Isn't that so cool, Pete? Yeah. How's it going, Nicole? Hope you are doing well. We're just vibing, cleaning the office. So also found, I think this is a better camera here. Which way? There we go. Found this Winnie the Pooh, but a very merry Pooh year. But it has, I don't know if you guys can see that on the top. It has an actual vintage Toys R Us sticker on it. So this was purchased at Toys R Us, and I think this was 98 or something like that. Or 2001. The date on the damn Toys R Us sticker is June of 2001. This has been sealed in plastic at Toys R Us for 24 years. Absolutely crazy stuff. I love finding old vintage stuff from either my childhood or I got all that stuff with me yesterday, and I'm just getting it, putting it, where it'll just stay, ready to go. Sold. They were sabotaged, Pete. Toys R Us was sabotaged. The people who bought them to basically take a bunch of bonuses and bankrupt them. It's a really sad story, but yeah, it was. They were intentionally bankrupted. One other vintage style thing. Found this Washington Redskins 24-ounce Turvis. Yeah, I mean, that had some to do with it, but I should probably do a deep dive video on it. Lots of people in the business world know, but I think a lot of people outside of the business world don't really understand. Yeah, it's unfortunately it doesn't have a lid. I think it's supposed to have a lid, but it's cool. I hope they bring the name back too. I think they will. I think they will in the next 5 to 10 years. The NFL just really didn't like Dan Snyder, so they just find anything to go after him with. I should probably get my boxes labeled. I don't know which one is which. It's got some features to the list. So it's kind of grody. I'm going to spray and clean it out. Yeah, so I mean, if you actually look on it, the guy who's featured on the Redskins logo, from what I researched at least, like he was offended that they got rid of it. So there's a lot of interesting stuff, but I know opinions are always changing and stuff, but my research says it was mostly Dan Snyder, who was the owner of the Redskins at the time. The NFL really didn't like Dan Snyder for a variety of reasons. I'm not saying they were not justified, but they really didn't like him, so they basically wanted to make his life as painful as possible, basically to force him to sell. So Yeah, and on all this stuff, I mean, they're now talking about rebuilding some of the statues that were taken down 4, 5, 6 years ago. So I think it'll come back. I think there's a lot of Washington fans who would immediately go back to the name. I don't think anyone stopped being a football fan because of it. And I don't think anyone became a football fan because of the change. I really don't think either of those things happened. I don't think anyone was like, oh, their name is the Redskins, therefore I'm not going to watch football. But there were probably some. There probably were some fans who were like, well, they made us change the name, so like that's done. We're out of here. And they did get Dan Snyder out of there eventually. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, always changing. Spray valve. My cleaning is very basic for almost everything in the house. Almost everything we just use water, vinegar, and baking soda. I'll let this air dry for a couple minutes. I hope everybody is doing awesome tonight. Giant mess of an extension cord. It's too long for what I probably need, but that's what I got. Yeah, spoolie. For sure. I just have like a backup, battery. So like if there's power goes out for a couple hours and I just need to charge phones or whatever, that's what I got. And but now that we're entering in hurricane season, kind of want to keep that plugged in most of the time. You just never know. Never know how quickly the storm can come up. Here it is. Here's the beast. 2800 peak amps, 1000 watt portable power. All right. That all up and charging. I hope everybody is just having an awesome night. You got a testimony, Pete? Love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I won't read it all out loud. I'll post it on the screen if people want to read. Last word there is lined in case you need the last part of that. But yeah, he prepares the way before you. It's almost this image of you're walking down a crooked path, and he doesn't necessarily, he straightens out the path as you go to step. You know, so cool stuff. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It doesn't have to be this thing where, you know, it can be faith. That is there's an element, you know, an element of faith is definitely like trust. Very nice, yeah. I mean, I struggle with that sometimes, just truly trusting God in the small things. For me, I trust Him in the big stuff. But when it comes to the day-to-day living, that's sometimes where I struggle. Hey, that worked out great, Pete. So that's exciting to hear. It's a great testimony. Great story to share. Thank you for sharing that. For sure. All right, we got a couple of boxes of cool curriculum. We don't need any more. That's just enough on fetch. And for tonight, that can go there. There we go. All right. We're getting pretty close here. Absolutely. Yes. Yep. Good stuff. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Pete, for sharing all that. Appreciate it. All right. So I think almost everything that's actually in here where it needs to be. I gotta fix this one table over here. Got my my card prep table. So I gotta clean off one more table. Get that into place the way I want it. And then we're gonna just slowly but surely start bringing one piece at a time back in once I get this table set up. Bring one piece at a time back in until everything's away. Not gonna all happen tonight. We'll start with what we got. Sorry about the box right in front. Found this guy at the thrift store yesterday too. I don't want to wake him up because he's really loud. Furby's not a super old one, but and apparently it's like a tougher color to find. So as I like to do, generally I'm just going to clear most everything off of this table. Wipe it all down. And then from there, I will everything. So I've opened up this office. So, yeah, they remade them a couple years ago. So they made originals in like 2023 or something like that. So it's a remake, but it's still a hard to find version. And again, even with stuff like that, as long as you're paying $5 or less and it's in working condition, you're gonna have no problem getting your money back. Obviously you want to make a profit, but as long as you're buying things that you're going to get your money back, no matter what, you're going to do fine. There's a lot of margin when you start doing thrifting and garage selling. You have a lot of margin. I'm almost out of the main envelopes that I use. Alright, table's cleared off. Let's spray everything down, wipe everything down. A little bit of dust and dirt. Maybe see better on here. A little dust and dirt on there. Certain stuff I don't want to be breathing in. I'm going to do this just a little bit. Pull that out just a little bit. I'm just going to shift this whole desk just a little bit. Alright. Put that over here. What's the order that I need? Bases and sleeves too. Alright, I know I got some tape guns out here. I know there's more out there somewhere, but oh well. Hey, Tornado, how's it going? Smash like a blind carpenter. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, that's what I've been living in for the last month here. I lost control of the office, and I need to get some stuff out of the office closet, so I'm like, forget it. If I'm gonna dig through all that stuff, I might as well just gut the whole thing and put it back together. So right now the office is beautiful, but the living room is taking the hit. Hope you're doing well, Tornado Garden. I don't even know what's next. Got my tissue box. Gets all the kind of like this behind my computer actually, so it's here if I need it, and kind of keeps me from pushing my computer too far back. It's like dual purpose. And just getting the office clean doesn't, yeah. Well, and I find, Tornado, some people like to do like the one thing at a time, and sometimes that's practical. Like, I'm gonna organize one box or something like that. But when it comes to like cleaning projects like this, I'd rather just gut the whole thing, clean it all, and then put it back together one piece at a time, and try not to let anything back in that I wouldn't want in otherwise. So I was like, you know what, I was kind of feeling unmotivated. Like, let me turn on the YouTube tonight and hang out with my friends. And even if I'm not the most efficient, I have to get something done while the camera is rolling at least. So turn on the lo-fi music, we'll vibe, we'll chill. Yep. Yeah, and I try to group stuff out in the living room, so when it comes time to put it away, at least I'll be able to do that. And I've got one more rolling cart I want to get in here, so maybe I should actually do that next. My concern is I got these pennants. I hung up these pennants today with painter's tape, and this first one already fell and shattered the end of the plastic protector and everything. So now I'm worried. This is like my old Dolphins one. I had this one hanging up in my room as a kid here. But now I'm concerned that they're all going to fall because they're all basically the same weight. So sadly, I think I need to go get command strips to find out if they have command strips in the morning. But I'm going to take all the pennants in so they don't all fall during the night and break. They've only been up for 12 hours. Trying to be like the cool streamers who have actual sports stuff in the background, and just didn't quite work today. We'll try again though. We're just gonna take them down. I'm gonna leave the one other thing up because that's pretty sturdy. We got our next, our last shelf coming in here. I didn't measure this. This is all kind of guesswork, but I eyeballed it. What could possibly go wrong with eyeballs? Something gross and gooey on the floor. Cool. Very cool, Tornado. No. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we fit a rolling cart in there. I don't actually want it to have that much stuff on it, I don't think, but that's what's on it for now. It has to go up here. All right, we got a big tote that we're gonna bring in. There we go. That's another tote full of eBay stuff. That stuff's already listed. So get that up and out of the way. All right, we moved a bunch of stuff around, so I think the next thing to do is sweep. Just try to gather everything in the four corners of the room. There are a couple of the shelves I didn't move today because there's too much weight on them. And we've kind of swept through everything as we move stuff. But it just doesn't kind of matter. Whenever you're doing like this shipping, storage stuff, you're just constantly going to be sweeping. Just constantly making dust, paperwork. I mean, pretty much all of this has been swept at one point in time or another today. And we're still going to end up with a nice dust and dirt pile anyway. And that's with me sweeping. If it was my wife and my daughter, they'd probably find even more dirt than I do. Alright, I know you're looking forward to see all this. It's all the gunk that was on the floor. I don't know what better drink there is to chill and vibe with than just some pure coconut water. Took me a little while to get past the earthy flavor of it, but now I like it. No sugar added. One ingredient. You get the stuff from Costco. Where's the ingredient list? Right there at the bottom. Organic coconut water. That's it. So it's kind of like a nice little energy boost without. We use like Gatorade in our house, so let me change this. It's a little higher. We use like Gatorade in our house. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it yet, we did put out a new video that went live today. Went live for channel members yesterday. Went live for everyone else today. Complete Beginner's Guide to Bartering, Trading, and Negotiating. So, if you want to kind of start to get better at that area, do that. Definitely encourage you to give that a watch. They stopped selling it at your Costco. They did for a little while, and they only sold a smaller version and then some other version, but they've gone back to this. This is the kind I love. All the other kids on my son's baseball team are drinking Gatorade. He's just chugging down the coconut water. So it's the healthiest option I have of something that'll keep me going tonight for a little bit. Found a, I don't know how many million candle light, but so we'll charge that up. It's good to have for emergencies as well. So. And then we've got over the yellow thing, if you guys see down there, the yellow thing, that's our big battery backup. That you can jumpstart a car with that thing. It's got a lot of power. Alright. I'll at least give you an after tour here. I had bigger plans to get a few more things moved in here, and I'm not sure that's really going to work, but we tried at least. Then I have to go. I have a bunch of Facebook Marketplace stuff. It's currently in our living room. So I think I'm just going to put them in, well, they are in totes for the most part. I'm just going to stack the totes in here. Out of shelving units. I'm trying to actually work through some of my shipping supplies because I just have more than what I need. But I can only ship as fast as people buy things. So we're going to run a sale here soon. So we're going to get we got 2 orders to ship for tomorrow. Coconut water's on your list now? Yeah, some people can't get past the earthy flavor of it. I understand that, but I mean, there's a little bit of sugar. So if you're super carb counting, you might not want to spend, what does it say, 10 grams of carbs in an 8-ounce serving. So it's a little high on the carb side, but again, if you're using it for like energy drink, like Gatorade, that's fine. Because you probably already burnt all those calories and carbs off. The only other thing to know about it is you gotta, once you open it, like they'll store for a long time, but once you open these, you do have to kind of drink them within a couple of days or they go bad pretty quick. Or if they sit out, once they're open, if they sit out for like an hour or so, you gotta drink them kind of fast. So if you don't drink it a lot, they do make these in like a smaller size, like maybe a 20 ounce or something like that. So. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of the juice out. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, no, when I do like if you're doing like juice fasting, like fruit and veggie juice fasting, coconut water is great. Like the first few times I did juicing, I didn't know about coconut water, but now it's pretty much a staple. So definitely recommend. Of course, water's always good too. I got my water here, but I think I've basically finished that. Water's good, but water doesn't work much past 1 o'clock in the morning. You have more pieces for that spread table over there. Favorite homemade juice? Oh man, it's hard to beat. Hard to beat good freshly juiced orange juice. Get some Valencia oranges, and that's where I like to go. Yeah, no, I think smoothies are kind of overrated too. So, you know, there's times where probably juice isn't good for you just because it's so sugar laden. But I mean, really, it doesn't matter. Like any kind of fresh juice I like, but I think like a good freshly juiced orange juice is probably my favorite. But I'll do like apple, you know, like throw apples through the juicer. Do that. I do like juice. I just only do it if I'm doing like a cleanse, something like that. So yeah, my wife is doing some juicing now. She was actually doing carrot juice. That's one I can't do. It's too sweet for me. Too sweet. Yeah, I can't do the oat milk. I can't do any of that stuff. Coconut water. Can't even do the plain coconut milk. I can do sweetened coconut milk, but that's not good for you. I can't do the plain coconut milk, but coconut water I can do. So that's what I'll roll with. All right. So we're gonna roll with that. Carrots and beets, maybe. I've never done the beet juicing. Yeah, well, I like the savory. I generally don't do lots of sweet anyway. Like, even for my birthday this year, like, I like a good chocolate ice cream or something like that. But my birthday cake was cheesecake, you know, which is on the spectrum of cakes. That is definitely on the more savory side. So, yeah, no, that doesn't appeal at all. Celery juice, carrot juice, beet juice, none of that appeals. Yeah, so I just like, you know, everybody else can be eating ice cream, give me a plate of nachos or give me mozzarella sticks. I just kind of always go more for the salty and savory versus the sweet. All right. I'm running out of practical things to do. Let me do a couple more checks in the living room. maybe. Yeah. Steak nachos. Yep, you got it. Beef. Anything beef, I'll eat. All right, let me do this. I'm gonna set up really quick. I'm gonna get my couple of eBay orders shipped. They're just done. We're probably gonna wrap this here in about 10 minutes. 2 a.m. is long enough. I feel like I worked hard enough. Of course, now I can actually get to everything. I'll just leave these headphones on. I can't hear a thing. Earlier tonight, my daughter came down and she was like all the way in the room before I even noticed her. These are good. They're good headphones. Where's I got a video on them here. I'll just. This is how you know you're a content creator. It's easier for me to just. It's easier to post a link. These, I forget the exact brand. What are they? Sony WH-1000XM4. So I've been using these since like January. And they're absolutely fantastic. So there's that link. That's for the Sony WH-1000XM4. I think that's right. That's my unboxing of these headphones. And then the newest video, Complete Beginner's Guide to Bartering, Trading, and Negotiating in 2025. That just went live on the channel today. Went public on the channel today. It went live on the channel yesterday. I created the video for my kids because I want to give them the financial education that I never had. So I was like, let me just do it. They're right in that age where they're trading baseball and Pokemon cards. So let me help them understand the economics behind the actual trades that they're doing. So, but if you're just kind of new to bartering, trading, negotiating, you want to get better, it's perfect. It's the best. Level one, best place to start. All right. 35.72. Here's the first card. Cal Rally card. It's not a rookie card, it's his second year card. But he's been absolutely on fire this year. One of the best players in baseball, the best catcher in baseball probably for this whole season. So I've sold quite a few of his cards. And then 53. This is Derek Kozinski. I guess he's an actor. Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff that Costco's been selling this stuff. So. But right now I'm not buying too much in terms of sports cars right now because I got too much of a backlog of stuff I have to get listed. But I am diversifying. Like I'm always looking for good deals. But like this car, this one I pulled from a pack a couple years ago. But this one, I think I paid $1. I think red is $1, so I think I paid $1 for this one at the card shop, and it just sold tonight for $15. But I spent hours going through the dollar box at the card shop trying to find good deals, and this one sold, but I've got probably 10 or 12 others that I haven't sold yet. So it's the nature of eBay selling. So they're already in their hard cases, and then I got a little soft plastic protector sleeve that goes over the hard case. Do that. Alright, they're already up, and I'll just take it over here. Print my shipping labels, and we'll move on to the next thing. Yeah, my issue right now is I just don't have the extra cash to buy more inventory, which is like hard, and that means you gotta turn your inventory fast. A lot of people get inventory rich and cash poor in the sale and resale business, and you got to make sure, even if you're selling things at break even, you got to keep the money flowing. And so that's why I'm going to run a sale. You know, probably break even or take a loss on some things, but just free up cash for the next set of deals. Oh, well, it's not letting me print a label. It says USPS is having trouble right now and the site is down. So I guess that's going to answer that question for me. I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know anything about like the actor card that I bought, but I just, after a while, you just kind of get an eye for certain things, and then I research it in the store. Like, I don't, it's not embarrassing to look up comps on eBay. That's how one of the ways they price their cards anyway. So you're spending the time, you're doing the work. Hunting, it's treasure hunting. It's the same thing I did at the thrift store. You know, but you got to actually go in and do the work, get her done. So I do have a job interview tomorrow for potentially my first W-2 job in like 2 decades. So I think we're gonna wrap this up here for tonight. We got a good chunk of stuff done. I got more done than had I not gone live, and that was basically my judgment call on this. It's like, look, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for the purpose of being productive versus just sitting in my chair. But when eBay won't generate labels for me, it's time. I think that's perfect time for quitting time. It's 2 a.m. So I hope you kind of like the double stream where I could just go from one screen to the next. It's like an OK Go music video. So there you go, $100 for vintage. Yeah, I have an old vintage Dolphins jacket I had when I was a kid. I would love to get the adult version of it. think this was the only sports clothing thing that I picked up. Picked up this Pittsburgh Pirates shirt, Mitchell and Ness. I grabbed a couple other clothing things too. Hey Jaeger, how's it going? I'm about to wrap things up for the night, but I hope you're doing well. We're chilling with a Lofi. All right, let me do this. I haven't. I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, one of the few diehards. We're not completely done, but let's start here. This is the new setup here. There's the desk. There's the photo booth. There's the prep table. And here's the background. I had all my pennants hung, but they were starting to fall with painter's tape. Hold on, let me do this. Alright, hopefully this won't get too echoey. We tried it before, but hopefully we're good. Wow, this is very delayed, and now I'm very confused. Oh, I stopped the wrong one. That's why. Hold on. Alright. I guess this is gonna be echoey. Hold on. All right, sorry. I'm not gonna talk because it's gonna echo. Alright, so there's still a lot to clean out here. This is a tomorrow project. I don't know if you've seen this one, Jaeger. I had this up on the wall, but then it fell down. That first one I got at a garage sale, but this one I had on my wall as a kid growing up. So I gotta get some command strips or something like that. And then we do have the fan cave. We got that up. So I had the pennants all up here, and then I had a Mets thing here, and that fell down because that was too heavy. So we're trying to get a nice streaming background. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's still a lot more mess in the living room. But that's a tomorrow project. So, all right, well, if you haven't seen it yet, we've got the Beginner's Guide to Bartering, Trading, and Negotiating in 2025. So that one just went live to the public this afternoon. So that's the most recent one. It is a video I made for my kids to teach them about trading and negotiating and bartering and all that good stuff. So if that's kind of a new area to you that you want to get a little bit better at, and you don't mind pretending being like a kid, it's going to be a great video option for you. You can check that out if you are going to be sad that I'm going to sleep. All right. But that being said, I am going to shut down everything here, go to bed. I've got an interview tomorrow for a real adult job, so we're gonna get us some sleep and we'll try to do a couple more of these late night lo-fi office cleaning hangout type of things too. So, all right, sounds good. Pete, Jaeger, Tornado Guard, I know is on. I don't remember who else. That was the main crew tonight. So thanks for hanging out late night. Absolutely. And we will catch you on the other side. Have a good night, everybody.